Hi everyone, I'm Jack from Jack's English, and today we're going back to my favourite type of idiom, British idioms. So let's start today's class. Idiom number 1, treading on thin ice. Treading on thin ice means you are in a dangerous or risky situation. Now, the verb treading is something that you can change, and you'll probably hear different verbs. So, for example, you may hear walking on thin ice, skating on thin ice, or simply to be on thin ice. All of these mean to be in a dangerous or risky situation. So here's my example. You're treading on thin ice with the number of classes you've skipped. So you're treading on thin ice. That means you are in a risky situation because of the number of classes you've skipped. You may fail the semester or fail the class. So that's our first idiom for today, treading on thin ice. My second idiom is all mouth and no trousers. All mouth and no trousers. This means that someone talks boastfully, but they don't act on what they say. So someone talks a lot, they say a lot, but they don't actually do. Now here's my example. When it comes to asking out women, he's all mouth and no trousers. So in this case, when it comes to asking out women, he talks a lot, he says he asks out lots of women, but in reality, he doesn't have much success with women. So that's my second idiom, all mouth and no trousers. My third idiom is in the wars, or as we usually use it, you've been in the wars. This means that you have damage, normally cuts or bruises, to many parts of your body. So you've hurt yourself over many parts of your body. So if we saw someone like that, we'd say, oh, you've been in the wars. So for example, oh, you have so many cuts over your body. You've really been in the wars. So obviously, I'm saying that you look like you are damaged, and we use this idiom in Britain saying you've been in the wars to mean you look like you've taken a lot of damage. So that's my third idiom, you've been in the wars. My fourth idiom is to look or feel like death warmed up. To look or feel like death warmed up. And this means to look or feel ill. So here's my example. You should take the day off. You look like death warmed up. So this means you should take the day off because you look ill. I can see that you're looking ill. So I want to make a note about that. Compared to the previous idiom, which was to be in the wars, death warmed up means ill. You've caught a cold or the flu, whereas in the wars is related to damage to the body, which is very visual, things like cuts and bruises to the body. So they are used in different situations. So that's my fourth idiom, look or feel like death warmed up. My fifth and final idiom is go pear-shaped. Go pear-shaped. And this means to go wrong or to fail. Now, we very often use this idiom with the past participle. So we say, it has gone pear-shaped. And the reason for this is we are describing the current condition, the current situation based on the past action. So we would say, oh, it has gone pear-shaped. So here's my example. My semester has gone pear-shaped since the midterm exams. This means since the midterms, everything's gone wrong. Maybe I've started failing classes or I'm making mistakes on exams. It's gone wrong, I'm failing. So that's my fifth and final idiom for today, go pear-shaped. Okay, that's another 5 British idioms, and this is part 2. I've already given you 5 British idioms before, so if you haven't seen that, go back and check it out. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe, I really appreciate it, and I'll be back very soon with more content. Have a great week and see you soon. Bye bye.